Hey guys, it's me, Victoria. I am super excited to be here today with Joni from Benefittings in Stratford. We met last week at a workshop and I hit her up right away that I wanted to partake and get her business out there, but also get a bra fitting today. That's what we're going to do. So can you talk to us a little bit about Benefittings, Joni?
I started Benefittings about a year and a half ago. My sister is a breast cancer survivor, so I started based solely on fitting and helping women who have gone through a mastectomy and breast cancer treatment. Since then, I've discovered my business has sort of morphed into helping all women. I have a lot of women coming to me that have not had a mastectomy and they just want a really good quality, properly fitted bra.
For sure. And you just told me too about young women that are having a hard time finding a good quality, not too frilly, sophisticated, or whatever adult-like bras,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm currently working on expanding my business and I'm going to be moving in the next month.
Yay!
And I want to encompass all of those things: tween and teen, nursing, large cup, small band. That's another issue that I've found in talking to women.
Awesome. So I'm super excited. I'm getting a bra fitting today and it's been years, so I guess Joni will tell me whether I am a 34B or not. And so let's get started and I'll just ask you questions as we're going. Does that sound okay?
Sounds great.
Good.
Okay.
Awesome. So we are back and I am in my nude color bra. So this is a little bit freaky, but whatever. It's just like being at the beach. And the reason I wanted to do this and why I jumped, like I was on the phone with Joni literally at like 10 o'clock the next morning after we met, because I feel like it's the foundation to everything else. Mm-hmm. And so what do we do to get started?
It's the foundation to your outfit, the foundation to your body, to your structure. It's not given enough attention.
Good.
So thank you.
Well, let's give it some attention.
All right, so the first measurement I'm going to take is going to be your band size.
Arms out, arms down.
You can put your arms down.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm measuring you at a 35.
Okay.
Which means 34 or 36. So you could be bang on.
I could be just a little bit bigger than I thought.
And then the next one is obviously the cup. So here you're measuring a 36, and the difference is the cup. So if you're a 34, then there's two numbers between 34 and 36, so then you're a B.
Okay.
And if you're a 36, then you're an A. But a 34, then you're a C.
Okay.
A 34C and a 36B are the same size, relatively.
So I'm doing okay.
You're doing okay. You're doing okay.
So what I want to ask, because I am smaller chested and there's probably a lot of people out there going, seriously, Victoria, what is the benefit to myself having a bra fitting compared to somebody that has a bigger cup or a different build? Like, we're all built differently. So
we're all built differently, but breast tissue is breast tissue, whether there's a lot there or whether there's a little there.
Okay.
And if you're not wearing the properly sized bra for your breast tissue, you're going to start hurting your neck, your back, your hips, your knees, all the way down to your feet.
Really?
Because if your band is too big, you're going to start sinking forward.
Okay.
And then that neck's going to get sore.
Okay.
And if the band is too tight, you're going to constantly be doing this, and it's going to be moving all over the place. It's not going to be sitting, your breast tissue won't be sitting in your bra properly.
Okay.
And it's just, why be uncomfortable?
So there's as much consideration with the bra as there is to the breast tissue and how. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with my basic nude colored t-shirt bra, am I doing okay? We're going to try on a couple, but so what would you say?
What we look at is the breast tissue is encompassed in the cup.
Okay.
Nothing is coming over. There's no space. So you can see there's a little tiny bit of space there. And then you want your band all the way around from back to front, parallel to the floor.
And am I parallel to the floor?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So I'm doing okay.
So your band, and if I like to be able to get a couple of fingers in between your back and your band, which I can. And are your straps digging in?
No.
Not really. No.
But I do feel sometimes I feel like they're going to slide down.
Slipping, I mean, it could be that the cup is too big or the band is too big or too tight.
Okay.
So it's going to just depend on where that's fitting on you and where it's not quite as good as it should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where should we go from here then? Should I try on a couple just so that we can see the difference between my basic t-shirt
because
nude color
every bra fits differently, even if
Okay.
it's the same size. Some bras are made to fit full breasts, which would be fuller on top and
Okay.
less tissue on the bottom. Some are made for shallow breasts, which is more on the bottom
Okay.
and less on the top.
Okay.
So it's going to depend on the shape of your breasts, on what style of bra fits best.
Okay, so I'm going to try on a couple different bras, and Joni's going to tell me whether they work or not, and why they do or why they don't. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, we're back with bra number 1, and it feels very comfortable, but what size is this? And
So
tell
this
me.
one is a 34B.
Okay.
And the straps look good. It's sitting parallel to the floor. However, this part, the gore, the center part of the bra,
coming
should
out.
be sitting as flat. You want it to be as flat and as close to the chest wall as possible, and having it divide and conquer.
So how come it's not sitting against my chest wall then?
The cup is probably too small?
Oh, hello. Okay.
So
Okay.
34C
Wow.
would be
Wow.
be about right. And I mean, it's a good fit in the band.
Okay.
As far as tightness goes, how does it feel?
It feels actually quite comfortable. Very nice.
So it could be just.
But I can feel some air in here.
Yeah. So that
Okay.
it should be, and when you move, it kind of goes a little tighter right in here.
Right.
So it would be the cup size would be. We'll just put that down. Would be.
And what about this? And you know what a lot of women talk about, and me too, not that I feel like I have a lot of back fat, but as we get older, all of a
Yeah.
sudden you get back fat from
Yeah.
out of nowhere. So how do you deal with that? You still have to have a tight bra
You
strap.
still want
but
it to be snug.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be so tight that
it's digging in.
it's digging in.
Okay.
And then when you get the right fit, it should help alleviate some of that.
Okay.
But sometimes we just are going to have it.
Yeah.
Because we're supple and we're women.
Yes.
Right?
Okay. All right. So get on to bra number 2 now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm back in bra style number 2. Actually, we've tried this one on in a couple, or I've tried it on in a couple different sizes, and we've determined it really probably isn't working well for me. So I think I'm in a 36B right now. Now, if you can see, Joni, just explain to them that where it's good and where it's not good, I guess.
So the band is sitting from the back all the way around to the front, parallel to the floor. So you know that it's a good band fit because it's not riding up the back.
Now, let me ask you a question about the band. Should we be doing it on when we're first trying on and starting to wear a bra? Is it at the first hook, the second hook, or the third hook?
You always want to start on the first hook.
Okay.
Because that gives you a longer life for your bra. And
Okay.
if you're investing good money in a good bra, you want it as long as you
Absolutely.
can possibly have it.
Absolutely.
And that way you're allowing for the stretch because it's going to naturally stretch
Okay.
just from wearing it and washing it
Okay.
by hand.
The hand tap. So we've determined that it's parallel, but I have some, it's not full right here at the underside of my breast.
So this style of bra, as you can see, is cut to cover more surface.
Okay.
And the cups themselves are larger than
Okay.
in the last style that we had.
Okay.
And that's for fuller breasts.
So that's not me.
So
Yeah. Now we
That's
also,
not allowed.
but we talked about too that during the break when you guys didn't get to see about reaching up, and can you talk to us about that? Like just being able to do our normal movements.
you should be able to move around and go about your day and grab for your kids and grab for a shelf, something off a shelf, without having to readjust and put your bra back into place after. It shouldn't really be shifting that much.
Okay.
Maybe if you're out dancing
Okay.
hardcore,
Then it might.
then maybe
Okay.
it will.
Okay, awesome. And then the other thing that we talked about when I was trying on this bra in a couple different styles was the fact that none of us have the same size left breast to the right breast. Like we're all
Most of us
asymmetrical
are
to some
asymmetrical.
extent, right?
Yeah.
So how do you handle that? You just do the best you can, or
And most women are aware
yeah.
if one breast is, and sometimes it's so insignificant that you don't notice. But like I was saying, my left is smaller than my right, and I like the foam cup because you can't tell.
Okay.
So for me, that works.
Okay, awesome. Well, we're going to try on 1 or 2 more, and we are determined to find one that is perfect for me. So we'll be back in a minute. So I think we're back with the winner. I've tried on, I think, 3 or 4 other bras in the meantime. And we should keep in mind that Joni is just expanding. So actually the bras that I am trying on are for mastectomy clients, really.
They all
so
have pockets to accommodate
Exactly.
the breast form, but women have been coming to me that haven't had mastectomies and happy with the fit and the quality of the bras.
I got to tell you, this one is very nice. Like it does feel luxurious, and it's simple, but it feels like silk smooth on my body.
Yeah.
So I'm actually at a 36B now.
Yep.
So because I'm at 35, why did we end up going up? Because I've always go to a 34B. It just depends on the brand.
I think it depends on the brand and the fit of each specific bra. With this one, we went with a 36B, and it's actually in the middle hook because you are in between the two. But the cups on this one in the 36B fit better.
Okay.
This is sitting flatter toward your chest than the other one. And the band is parallel to the ground, so it's a good fit in the band.
Awesome. Yeah. So are there any last minute points that we missed? Because I think we hit quite a few of them, right? What have we missed? Anything?
I don't know.
What about the shoulder straps? That was something, right? We talked about a lot of people feel not necessarily slipping, but that their support is in the straps, but the support's actually in the band, right?
The biggest point to hit when you're fitting in a bra is that the band fits properly.
Okay.
Because I think 90% of the fit of the support from the bra comes from your band.
Okay.
Not from your straps. You don't want your straps pulling your shoulders down.
Okay.
Tightening them up shorter and shorter and shorter, thinking that's going to bring the girls up higher and higher and higher. You need the band to fit properly.
And what about, I think we talked about that none of these bras have any underwiring in them, right? It's all a natural.
They're all non-wired. Okay. I do carry one style because it's a strapless.
Okay.
And it is underwired because it's a strapless.
Okay.
But all the bras that I carry now and hope to continue carrying only non-wired, just because I believe it's healthier for your lymphatic system.
Okay. And that's what you're dealing a lot with.
Yeah.
Awesome. So thank you so much today. I've had a lot of fun. It's been very daring and bearing for me. And if any of my clients or anybody watching this want to get a hold of you, Joni's in Stratford, and how can they find you?
You can go to benefittings.com and there's a contact us page there, and you'll find all my information right there.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Victoria.
Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you want to find me, beautifulyoubyvictoria.com. Or if you want to find out more about Joni and her bras, it's benefitting.com.
Benefittings.
Benefittings with an S.com. Thanks, you guys. See you soon.